We're gonna count.
Hey, everybody. Hey, that's fine. You keep count. Welcome to Two Comic Book Dudes. This is the haul. This
I
is
need
the
a pen.
haul. This week's haul, new comics for the week of, or for the day of, the week of January 27th, 2016. A lot of books were out this week. A lot of cool stuff. So I picked up quite a bit. And Justin's going to keep track of how many books I got this week.
I'm gonna forget at some point. I'm gonna forget.
Well, we had we had our show last week, ended last week, beginning of this week, with basically called "Trimming the Fat," and you might want to check that out. A lot of people do comics differently, so what we tried to do with this show is just kind of show a basic method for reviewing your pull list and picking stuff out that you just don't want to keep buying. Some people don't think about it; they just go in and get their books every week. Some people are on tighter budgets, so they have to, kind of watch what they buy. Obviously, you don't want to throw money away on garbage, and you really don't want to continue to support a book that sucks. So
Right.
we review the pull list every once in a while, and we just cut stuff out. So that's kind of what that show is all about. So you want to check that out, Trimming the Fat, 2016 edition, I think it's called, and it's here on our channel. Today, though, we're going to go through all of our comics. So some of the stuff that I have cut from my pull is coming over the next couple weeks. So we'll see that dwindle away. And then I have a few books in this week's pull that ends series. So we've got some other stuff that's going to drop off the list. So it's cool.
Cool. I did cut a few titles this week, and I didn't pick up a couple new titles that I would have normally picked up.
I was looking at a couple things too, and I was like, I'm not going to get that, but I did get one, and it's one that I had read about, so I was like, I want to pick this up at least to read it and just see what I think about it, and then I'll decide if I want to continue with it. A couple of the ones that were on my pull list and have been on there for several months. Today I just got issue 3 of each one of them. So issue 1 and 2, I don't know where they are, but I had them order me
so long ago.
I didn't read them. That was a problem. So I know I've looked at that pull list before, and I've been like, hey, what about this book? What about this book? So when I get to those, I'll let you know which ones. Legendary has several books out, and there's a couple of the books from Legendary. So, but we'll kick it off. Every week we organize these by publisher. We have DC first, Vertigo DC, and then we do all the independents, and then we do Image, and then we do Marvle. See, it's like Image is almost not an independent anymore,
We don't treat it as one. We give it like, now we're on Image. We don't just
Well, there's so many books.
Independence, because normally we have more of them. Like there's more than most of the independent companies we get like 1, 2 at the most. But Image we make like 5.
Yeah, they usually have a lot. So that's a good thing. I mean, because most of those really you could treat each one almost like an independent book. Because a lot of them are creator owned and
not a shared universe and income.
Right. That's true. So. Except the Top Cow stuff. Most. Yeah, most of it. Yeah. So, all right. Well, let's get started with January 27th comics. I've got 2 books from Vertigo this week. First one is the finale of Twilight Children, and this is a pretty cool book. Weird balls of light that make people disappear and go to other places, and it's affecting some little island country, and it's really, really very interesting. Darwin Cook is doing the art, and Gilbert Hernandez is the writer. Now they're both co-creators, and it's been a really good series. This is the finale, issue 4, out this week. Cool. Twilight Children, so it's pretty cool. And it's one of the new Vertigo relaunch books, so it's the first one that's coming to an end. It was designed as a 4-issue miniseries. So, did you get any Vertigo books?
I did not.
Okay.
I'm waiting on DC.
Okay. And then issue 4 for Art Ops was out this week. An excellent book so far. Mike Allred and the other guy. Yeah. I hate when I do that. Michael Allred and Sean Simon.
Is he still doing Silver Surfer? Because it came out last week, but I didn't pick it up.
I don't think the new Silver Surfer series is. I don't think he's doing the new Silver Surfer series, but I'm not sure.
Okay.
I didn't pick it up either.
If you know, let us know in the comments below.
Yeah, for sure. But this is really cool. People, basically, art is alive, and they have these tools that allow them to take people out of the art, and it's pretty neat. It's a really neat book. Okay, I have 2 DC books, and you probably have both of them.
No, I have one of them because I got one that you didn't get.
Oh, okay. You didn't get really? I thought you. Oh, that's right. We've talked about this before. Okay, go ahead with yours. The one that I didn't get.
Oh, okay. Well, it's the continuation, and it's Batman, Robin, and Eternal. Issue 17.
Ooh.
And we got Batman on the cover. Is it Batman? Cool. Is it Bruce or who? I mean, I don't know.
It's hard to tell.
It is, but hopefully that means last issue was all about the Robin with like Tim and Red Hood and Azrael. So cool. Was that last week? Oh, they all run together.
But I think that was last week. Yeah.
Yeah. So we're 9 issues away from the finale of this series, which could, it's going to end right about June-ish, May, June.
Weird. Just in time for Rebirth, whatever that is. We'll talk about that later.
Okay.
Justice League 3001 issue number 8 is out this week. Pretty cool. Supergirl has appeared in this timeline era, whatever, and she's wreaking havoc.
Wait, is it our Supergirl?
It's the real Supergirl. Yeah,
so it's the real the one who was the Red Daughter of Krypton.
The real Supergirl, Kara Jor-El.
Okay, was that the same one? The one that just had the New 52 title.
Yeah, Supergirl. Oh, I don't know. Cool. New 52 title. I don't know what that is. What is New 52?
Bloody hell, man! Bloody hell!
Isn't that thing that's going away?
It's already gone. Now we're in DCU.
DCU, not DC me.
Yeah, God, anyway, DC gone.
That's okay. That brings us to the number 1 all-time best DC book in the entire DC Comics universe.
It is.
He-Man, The Eternity War. And this is issue 14. Dan Abnett still going strong with this story. I really, really like this. Is just excellent. So let's talk about Rebirth.
Good. I need to look at the camera. All
That's
right.
Cool.
And you know what happens in this issue? It's He-Man versus Grayskull.
Ooh.
Right?
Interesting.
Right? Yeah. Oh, God. Okay, don't look through it. Don't look through the book.
I'm not going to. I'm going to. You talk about Rebirth. I'm going to read it. No. Okay, so.
Wait, here we go. Let's do a timeline. Let's do a quick timeline. So in the last 4 years.
So back in the 1980s.
Oh God.
There was this thing called Crisis on Infinite Earth.
After Flashpoint.
So, back in the 50s, the DC creators kind of went, hey, wouldn't it be cool if Superboy was like traveling so fast that he moved into another universe and he met another dimension and met himself and they could battle, or Superman and Superboy met each other and they could help each other do something? Wouldn't that be just so cool? And they're all like, yeah, let's do it. Yeah. The Flash was first. I thought it was Superman first. The Flash did it, but
Flash 2 Worlds was the first story to establish a multiverse.
Okay. But I mean, back in the 50s, in the late 50s, early 60s, with Superman and Superboy, there was a lot of that dimension hopping, crossing stuff going on in those stories. Superman Family and all those books. There was a lot of that stuff. So you'd have like 2 Supermen and then they'd help each other or they'd fight each other or whatever. And even Bizarro originally came from another universe, another dimension so there's all this dimension crossing stuff. So by the early 80s, continuity became near impossible. You would read a book, and you know how there's those little editor boxes that say, don't forget to check out issue blah, blah, blah. You'd get books that were like half editor boxes because you'd be like, oh, crap. Don't forget to go read these 14 books to figure out where that actually happened. And then this crossed over here, this crossed over here.
That was 90s Spider-Man.
Oh, yeah, same kind of thing. Yeah, but that's what was happening in the 80s in DC. It was terrible. And so they decided, here's how we'll fix it. We'll take all of these infinite Earths because they explained it in there was a Superman book one time that talked about the infinite Earths and how it worked. And they said, here you've got Earth, and then here you've got another Earth, and all these other Earths, and they're all separated by just one little thing, one little decision, one change. Right. And in this world, you have a guy who's Superman. In this world, you have a guy who's regular Clark Kent, and over here he's a postman, and over here, all the way over here, he's a gorilla. So it's just the different variations of these different worlds, or whatever. So they said, okay, fine, we've got to fix this. The only way to fix this is to just get rid of all of that crap. So in 1980s, they had Crisis on Infinite Earths. It was a 12-issue maxi series. That's actually what it says on the cover, 12-issue maxi series. And this crossed over every book, and it basically killed everybody off that was in another dimension and just kind of went, you have one Earth. There you go. That's it. Nothing else. Right. And DC's like, woohoo, we're good. Well, problem is, you kill people off and they're gone. And so you kill people off, and then it's like, crap, what do we do now? We're killing all these people off, and then we don't have anybody, So still, continuity was hard because they wanted to do these other stories, and they couldn't really do. They could do Elseworlds books, but then Elseworlds books had to be kind of like, that's a book outside of the DC universe. And so starting in the 90s, and that was the late 90s, early 2000s. Well, no, early 2000s. They did Identity Crisis, which was really the initial lead-in to everything. Identity Crisis kind of established Justice League and Dr. Light as this, supposed to be a bad guy who was really set up by, what's her name? I can't remember her name. The woman who was the Atom's Jean Loring. Yeah. So Jean Loring accidentally killed Elastic Man's wife, and she just meant to hurt her. So that, so that's really what kicked everything off. The Identity Crisis was the kickoff for everything. So this storyline was awesome. It was so good. And then they had Infinite Crisis right after that. And Infinite Crisis really kind of showed how this single universe, was bursting at the seams with problems. Mm-hmm. And so they just said, we just have to undo this all, and we have to go back to what we had before, but not exactly what we had. We just have to kind of unspool it and then wind it up and make it something manageable. So they took the idea of an infinite Earth, infinite Earths, and characters who had actually been around at Crisis but kind of disappeared before the end of Crisis. And they were Superman, Lois Lane, Alexander Luthor, and then the Monitors. Mm-hmm. So there was the Monitors, and they were assigned to watch. At that time, they were assigned to watch all the Infinite Earths. Now there's just one Monitor. Well, this one Monitor kind of separates into all these different Monitors, and all these different things happen where Alexander Luthor basically becomes the mechanic behind trying to design the perfect Earth and bring his Earth back by taking all of the other Infinite Earths and destroying them, smashing them together, taking the best parts and making one of his own. So he destroys like millions of Earths until when they stop him, there are 52 Earths left. So that's what the whole 52 is all about. There's 52 different universes that are only separated by these small, flimsy barriers. That was pretty much early 2000s until, 4.5 years ago? Yeah. That was the world. So things still got very confusing. You're spread out over 52 universes. Everything's just a mess. The way they did they had Countdown to Infinite Earths, and they had Infinite Crisis, and then they had 52, which was like because all the books ended with Infinite Crisis, and they picked up 1 year later. So every book started 12 months after, and then 52 was a weekly series filling in the gaps of those 52 weeks. A cool idea, But then it was like, man, I'm buying a $4 book every week, and then I'm having to buy these other books because they're like mini-series spin-off from this, and I'm not understanding what's going on, and who is this person, and why is she a lesbian, and blah, blah, blah. It's always something. So all of that happened. All of that kind of wrapped up, and we're like, breathe a sigh of relief. We're back to continuity. We have several different universes. Everybody's happy, right? No. So then it's like, okay, screw this. We're just going to relaunch the whole thing. And that was what happened 4.5 years ago with the New 52. DC ended every title, relaunched all the titles in this brand new, fresh, clean universe to try to start over without all the problems they had before.
Right.
Problem is, 4.5 years later, they're still having problems. For one thing, because nothing's perfect, you can't expect to have continuity across all of these books without minor course corrections. And in some cases, they've allowed the creators to have their own kind of way with certain characters. And now you have the movies and you have the TV shows and you have all of these other things that are driving the way they want their books to go. So Rebirth is the next thing. And I think after that, then we're going to have Afterbirth.
Gross.
Yeah, that'll just be gross. But you'll pay $5.99 a book for it. No, I'm just kidding.
Before we can get to Afterbirth, we're going to have to go through another crisis.
Yeah, labor pains. So no, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Rebirth is supposed to be a relaunching of the flagship titles of DC.
Yeah,
now, whether that
has a movie or TV show attached to it.
Right. So we're talking Green Arrow, Flash, Green Lantern, Justice League, Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman. Harley Quinn, I would expect, Suicide Squad. Yeah. Anything that has Joker or anybody like that in it is going to have a reboot. Or I want to say reboot, relaunch of some kind. Yeah. And the rumor so far is that the relaunches are definitely going to take more of an approach of trying to hone in on where we are with the TV shows and movies. Now,
this is what I've heard also.
Yes, I think Marvel has done an okay job with it, the way they've done it, because they've used events to retcon certain things. And in that way, they've kind of woven it into the tapestry that is the Marvel Universe. Right. But, people still aren't happy about it. But this whole DC thing, it's like, I don't know, I feel like it's kind of like, we're on the bus. Oh, wait, stop. Everybody out. Go get on that bus.
Wait, the sales are going down. Let's restart it again.
Yeah. And I have an article I'm actually working on about that because people are like, oh, the sales are going down because blah, 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 blah. But, hey, I'm really writing it. I think that the sales are dropping because people are choosing not to buy from the big two. People are instead going to all of these independents. I mean, how many indie books do I get every week?
I mean, my haul completely reflects that statement.
Yep. And I think everybody's kind of going the same way. So, anyway. So, tell us what you think about Rebirth. We definitely would like to hear your take on that. And I have some other stuff. Stop buying DC books.
Well, yeah, until then. And then when they do that, I'm going to buy like 5 issues of Batman #1.
And that's it. And then everything else will just go in a box. Yep. All right. Well, let's get on with the rest of the books because there are some other things out there than DC this week. And we'll talk about some Marvel stuff when we get to the end of the Marvel things, too. So I had one book from Zenescope, and you picked one up, too?
Yeah.
And I apologize. My nose is itching like crazy.
I'm picking your nose, man.
I know my nose. So,
okay. What cover did you get? I think we got the same book.
I got the cool cover.
We got a different book.
Whoa. Oh, I was going to pick that one up, but I picked up Grim Fairy Tales Steampunk instead. I really thought this looked cool. I like the steampunk stuff anyway. So, okay, so Zenescope had 2 launches this week, and we're going to get back into this whole Zenescope thing, and we'll tell you all about these, but one of them is Grim Fairy Tales Steampunk. The other is Agent Red, right?
Red Agent.
Oh, Red Agent. Okay. Which is Red Riding Hood from the original series. And there was Agent Red was her miniseries before, and then she's been in Grim Fairy Tales and some other stuff. So this is kind of her coming back because she was dead too during Realm Wars, and then after the reset, we don't really know what happened to her. We never saw her come back again. So this is cool. This is her return.
Do you have the new titles on the back? Yeah, there's some new books there.
Yes, I have those. I just need to send them to you. Escape from Monster Island really looks cool. Okay. So yeah, we'll talk a little bit about Zenescope. We haven't done a good Zenescope one. Grim Fairy Tales Steampunk. It's a 2-issue miniseries. I'll be picking up both issues of that. Oz, No Place Like Home, one shot. That's kind of going to be the big wrap up I think, for that. Is that it for that series? I think that'll be the finale. Robin Hood 18, I believe that's the end of the Robin Hood ongoing. It's wrapping
either
up.
18 or 20. It's going to be right around there.
And then Inferno Resurrection is going on right now. Inferno's actually been a pretty good series. Let's see.
Steampunk? Is it a 5-issue?
2.
Does it say
just
1
2.
of 5?
1 of 2.
It's just 2?
Yep. Red Agent's 1 of 5. So it's pretty cool.
It's still there. I should have picked it up, but there were only 2 issues there of that.
Oh, yeah?
There was only 1 issue of Red Agent at my store. And I mean, I got there like 5 minutes after they opened. So.
Oh, gosh. Yeah, I just thought it was cool. I mean, I like the books, I like the covers, and that's one thing about Zenescope. And if you ever watch our Zenescope shows, you'll see Zenescope has had strong female lead characters in solid stories for the last 10 years. You cannot say that about any other publisher right now. They have great series, very strong company, based out of Philadelphia. I'm going to try to get a hold of them and see if I can go up there and do a tour of their facility when I get my dual hand video cameras. I'll just go up there with both my video cameras going, hey, look. But no, take some video and do some interviews and that kind of stuff. Maybe get to talk to everybody up there. So that would be pretty cool. Anyway, yeah. So we will be getting back to just another Zenescope Monday. Hopefully this weekend. I think I should have time with the pull from this week, and I'm almost caught up from last week. That stuff looks great. Yeah. I mean, the new Zenescope stuff looks awesome. It really does.
Yeah, and Coven, the order from Coven, they tie in Red Agent.
Very cool. Awesome. Ooh. All right. Well, I got 3 books from Legendary, which Legendary started out, Legendary is the film company. You'd probably remember that they did a great movie about some red guy with horns, big gun, Hellboy.
Yeah.
Both Hellboy movies came from Legendary Entertainment. So Legendary's done some other great movies, awesome stuff. Then they started doing comics. So I got a really cool series called A Town Called Dragon, which was really, really good. One series that I've been following from them is The Infinite Adventures of Jonas Quantum, which has amazing artwork, and it's really an excellent series. A lot of fun, just a lot of technological stuff. It's very sci-fi, pretty cool. And then a couple new series that just started a couple months ago, and I'm just now, like I said, I'm picking up issues 3 of them. Cops for Criminals, which is like a cop thriller kind of book. Really looks pretty good. I got issue 3 out this week. I'm getting issue 1 and 2. I'll let you know how this series is. And the other one is Black Bag. And it's kind of an assassin's assassin story. Mm-hmm. And issue 3 was out this week as well. So again, 2 really good new series from Legendary. Definitely worth checking out. And I'm sorry, the Infinite Adventure of Jonas Quantum, number 5 was out this week. So if you're reading that one. Yep. I got a couple things from IDW. Did you get anything from Legendary? You didn't, I don't think.
I did not, and I didn't get any IDW this week.
All right, so I picked up one back issue, which I really wanted to get because I had all the other issues, and that's Godzilla in Hell, number 2. For some reason I had 1, 3, and 4, but I didn't have number 2. And this is such a great book. I mean, it's no words. It's just Godzilla tearing stuff up in hell. Actually, there's a few words this time, but still. It's really cool stuff. So, looking forward to reading that one. X-Files Season 11, number 15, or number 6, sorry. Number 15, I don't know where that came from. Number 6 came out this week. And this starts a new storyline, Endgames, Part 1. So, the X-Files regular series, Season 10. What's that? Oh, in Endgames, yeah. Yeah. We can only hope. Batman shows up. That would be. I want to believe in Batman. Anyway. So, yeah, the series is out now. First few episodes have been on this past week for Season 10. 6-issue miniseries are doing so, or 6 episode. I haven't seen it yet. It's on my queue to watch, but I haven't got to watch it yet. So
I have not watched it either.
And then one other book that I picked up because I love Ben Templesmith's art. It's called Victory City, and it's from IDW. I love the design of the cover. It's really cool. And Ben Templesmith's art is always awesome. and even the back.
What company is that from?
This is from IDW.
Oh,
it just looks so different. It doesn't look like an IDW book. And 44 Flood, which is one of those, like a Comics Experience company, side company that does publishing as well. Keith Carmack wrote this story, and Vincent Nappi is doing the artwork. And the art is really cool. It definitely reminiscent of something like 30 Days of Night. But it's not Temple Smith art inside, just the cover. But still, it looks like a good series.
Worth checking out.
Yeah, it's something new. So I like to pick up that kind of stuff. Okay. Aftershock?
Yep.
Did you get
one
book? Had to pick this up.
Yep. It looks good, that preview we got last week.
Yeah, for sure.
Super Zero.
Yep.
It's good.
And I like Justin Jordan. Really great guy. I got to meet him last year, I think, early last year. Him and Rafer Roberts worked together on some stuff from Valiant. So this is his new one. He's done some other awesome stuff in the last year or so, but this is his new book from Aftershock called Strayer, #1, and it looks really cool.
Yeah, some crazy art here.
Yeah.
Some good looking stuff. I'm excited for some of the stuff coming out from this company. So
yeah. Oh yeah, Aftershock's one of the definitely up and coming. I really like the work that they've been doing so far. So I have
awesome.
I have a couple books from. No, it's okay. I have a couple books from Dark Horse. One back issue, Alabaster #1. I can finally read this series now, yay! Because I got #2 a month ago, and I was like, "What the heck? I can't read this because it's #2." Now I have #1, so I get to read those and figure out what's going on. Hooray!
Yay.
And Pastaways issue #8, and this is such a cool series. Time travelers who've traveled back in time to kind of explore the Earth, got trapped there, can't get back to their time, and for the longest time have not been able to be killed because you can't be killed before your timeline begins.
Right.
But now something's killing them. And it's really, really cool. Definitely like this book. It's pretty cool. Matt Kent is writing this. Scott Collins, is doing the art and the cover. And the colors are really cool. Like that.
Nice.
That's amazing. So it's cool stuff.
Very cool.
Action Lab.
Nope.
Puppet Master #11 came out this week.
So weird that they have
that they have Puppet Master.
Yeah, because all their other stuff is is creator-owned stuff.
Yeah, well, they're doing Puppet Master and Trancers. They have all the Full Moon Entertainment stuff.
Oh, that's right.
They're going to be doing Trancers here pretty soon, too, which I'm really looking forward to. Jack Death is back. Trancers is awesome. If you've never seen that movie, you have to watch the Trancers movies. They're so great. They're corny and cheesy, but they're awesome. I got a couple books from Boom.
So did I.
Yay, I got 4 books from Boom.
I got a couple.
Are you still keeping count?
Nope.
I got one from Archaea, or from Kaboom, which is the kids version imprint or whatever of Boom, the Boom box, and this is Munchkin #13. I don't believe this is the end of the series, but I'm not sure, and they did not include a card, so that was kind of disappointing. It might be the end, because it does look like it says end at the end of it. So
I know that is your #1 book each month. So
it's really fun. I'll be really sad about this if it's over. Whatever. All right, what do you got?
Spire issue #6.
The finale.
Yeah, is it? No, it's 8. It goes to 8.
Oh, it's 8? Oh, I thought this was the end.
I'm looking. There's a whole bunch of crap at the back.
No, yeah, to be continued.
Yeah, it's 8.
Yep. Okay.
2 more.
Good book.
Cool. I really like the cover here.
Yeah. Yep.
Crowd stands the Spire. Okay. What you got?
All right. So Dan Abnett working again on Wild's End, The Enemy Within, issue 5 of 6, coming to an end. Nice. Aliens invaded this little country village with anthropomorphic animal people, and now the military's swooped in trying to contain the problem, and they're not doing a very good job. It's pretty cool. It's like a War of the Worlds, H.G. Wells kind of story. Pretty cool.
Right.
And you have another one?
Yep. I think we got the same one, maybe. You start with a V.
No.
Okay, I got Venus number 2. Oh, you missed it.
Okay. I didn't even see it on the shelf.
Dadgummit.
Yeah?
Dad, burn it. Well, I'm not going to tell you what happened.
Okay. Thank
Maybe
you.
You can come back to your store and yell at them.
I will tomorrow. I'll go get it. I want to put it on my list.
Because in your mind, they're trapped, man. They're trapped.
Yeah.
Okay. Some good stuff here. Being trapped isn't so bad, maybe.
All right. I'll get it.
Okay.
I'll get it tomorrow. Okay. Escape from New York. Yep. Escape from New York 14 out this week. Snake Plissken just wanted to be left alone. And you couldn't just leave him alone. Had to go screw his house up, and now he's going to screw you up. It's just the way it goes. You ask for it. I love this. It's really good book, though. It was awesome because the series picked up from the end of the movie. And so 14 issues in now, he's been all over the country. He's done all kinds of weird stuff. And that entire Escape from L.A. movie has been rinsed out of our mouths. It's awesome.
So that still happens afterwards, though.
Probably.
Yeah, because it was like several years later.
It was like 20 years later or something. They were all old. Yeah, and Bruce Campbell was in that. Anyway. All right, from Liquid Comics this week, issue 4 of Coming of Rage, Steve Niles and Wes Craven's great story that all started with a joke. A vampire, werewolf, and a zombie walked into a bar. And it just has been a really good series. This is, of course, the last work that Wes Craven did. So with him passing away, this has been an awesome story. It's worth picking up. And then I'm down to Image.
I got Valiant. I picked up Faith, issue number 1.
Nice. There were a couple of different covers of that. I was tempted to buy one, but I did not get it yet. I will.
Yeah, there were a couple, but we'll see how it goes. I don't know. I don't really like the way they drew her face.
Yeah. Yeah, I noticed the art. I saw some of the art previews, and she looks kind of scrunched.
Yeah, I mean, the cover, she looks very happy.
Yeah. She looks kind of grumpy and scrunched. And, of course, if my face was drawn that way, I'd be scrunched. I'd be grumpy, too, but anyway.
I'll try it.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's supposed to be good. We'll see. I'm looking forward to A+A, which is the new Archer and Armstrong series.
Yeah, yep. And I really never read any of that until the Geomancer book. That second issue was the first time I ever really saw Archer. And he was hilarious in that, so I'm definitely...
Yeah, and it was in one issue of Dead Drop, remember?
That's what I'm talking about.
Yes.
Issue 2 of Dead Drop. That was what I'm talking about. That was really good.
Yep. And Archer Armstrong was an awesome series. It really is. I love that. Very, very comedic, very fun, funny, and still a serious book, which was pretty cool. So, all right. I have 6 Image books this week.
I have 3.
Wow. And I think you might only have one of the ones I get.
I think I might. Did you get, how many number 1s did you get?
That would be this many.
Okay. Well, I don't think you got any of these 3, and I don't think I got any of your 6.
You sure that you didn't get an issue number 3 of something?
Nope.
Really? Okay. Weird. Well, I got an issue number 3. I know you didn't get this. Ringside number 3. And this is, I believe, only a 4-issue miniseries. Joe Keating's writing this. Really good. Nick Barber's the artist. I like the art. It's kind of about a retired wrestler who's coming back to kind of help a friend of his out, and things have gone bad, and he's basically ready to go in guns blazing and take this bad guy. It's pretty cool. It's a good story.
Is it a mature reader book, would you say?
It's definitely more of a mature reader book, yeah. Yeah. It's not for kids.
It had to do with wrestling, so
yeah. No, it's got some mature content in it.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Unless you want to be answered some questions. Yep. All right. We'll go for it. What you
got? Prophet. Earth War, issue number 1.
Is that Prophet from
Prophet from
Prophet?
Is it
Wildstorm Prophet or whatever he was before? No, that was Image, right? Back in the 90s? From Bloodstorm or... Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that who it is? Oh, okay.
Yeah, supposedly.
Okay. Yeah, I wasn't real excited by this one. I was kind of like, not.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna check it out. Like, it's kind of weird. Holy crap! It's a whole big wraparound cover.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
So I'm sure it's like way off in the future, or something. Blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
I'll kind of see how it is, but I really liked Supreme Blue Rose.
Oh yeah.
And kind of tie in with Supreme from Image.
Yeah.
Not really, but kind of. And so I was just gonna give this one a try and just see how it is. So.
And that was created by
Rob Liefeld.
And I'm trying to get him on our show.
Really?
Wouldn't that be cool to talk to him? Yeah. I was emailing with a PR guy today because Rob's going to do a big interview. Oh, I'm sorry. Mr. Liefeld is going to, Rob Liefeld is going to be doing an interview series for anybody who wants to talk with him out in LA, I think for like around the Deadpool premiere.
Mm-hmm.
And so they want to talk about, he wants to talk about Deadpool and kind of the history of Deadpool and what it was like creating him and that kind of stuff. And so it should be interesting. I'm definitely trying to get him to at least call into the show, do a little 15-minute interview with him. I think that would be really neat. I sent them a couple of our other interviews to kind of let them see what we do, and hopefully they're interested. So we'll see.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. I mean, I
got Deadpool books. I bought some Deadpool books.
Yeah, as far as Liefeld's work, his stuff has been foundational to a lot of what's going on in comics now. I mean, Spider-Man stuff, all of the I'm sorry, all of the Image stuff that was done back in the 90s, all the X-Men stuff. I mean, everything that was done there, it's built. Everything else has been built on that, regardless of whether we want to say, he can't draw feet or. I mean, too many pouches, whatever. The jokes are there, but the work that he did was very important to continue what we're enjoying now. I don't think we'd be where we are now without the work that Liefeld did back then. So,
no, I don't. No, we would definitely be lacking some fun characters. So I'll say that.
Yeah. Well, and I mean, he started Image.
Yeah, he was one of the founders, yes.
Yeah, so, that's another thing, as we're talking about Image, that's kind of cool. So, all right. Kirkman and Azaceda's book, Outcast, issue 15 is out this week. Continuing that cool story. And I don't know what that is. Why PewDiePie's on the back of my comic. I don't know. Weird. I also got Odyssey number... I don't know. Number 9. Odyssey number 9 is out this week as well. So I have to say this series is coming to an end. If it's not coming to an end, it's definitely coming to an end for me. So this will probably be the last issue I get. Just not loving it.
Gotcha. I picked Cry Havoc issue number 1.
I chose not to.
Yeah? Why? You hear something original? I heard that it's about like mystical stuff coming back.
It's about a lesbian werewolf that goes to war or something.
Oh, cool.
That's the way they promoted it, and I was like, okay, that's what you have to.
I didn't hear that promotion of it.
That and that sounds to me like our premise is really flimsy, but we've got a lesbian in it. You know, I
don't know. Like I said, the way I heard it was that I didn't hear anything about lesbian or anything of this sort. All I heard was it's like what I read was that what happens when like old myth, fairy tale, folklore stuff starts to bleed back through into our world or something. So that's what I heard.
Yeah, let me know how it is. I mean, it's one of those, again, having to choose kind of what I read. I just was like, okay. No, thank you. I was looking for one of the ads because the ads were in like every book a couple weeks ago. No, not in any of the ones I got left here. So
it looks pretty crazy.
Oh yeah, I mean it looks good. It's just not one of I don't know. So
I'm with you. Let's go. What else you got from Image?
All right, Monstrous number 3. You didn't pick this up?
Nope.
Oh, it's been a good book. Really cool. I love the art. Marjorie Liu is continuing to do a great job with this story. Very, very cool. Deadly Class number 18. Rick Remender's story about a high school for assassins. Pretty cool stuff. Yeah. Issue 18 is out for that. And it's now the freshman purge kind of thing. So it's pretty cool. And you have one more?
I have one more Image.
Okay, go ahead.
I got picked up Saga 33.
Okay.
Haven't read this in a while. Figured I'd pick it up, see where they're at.
Yeah, I have never read that book.
Yeah, I've got a lot of the like maybe up through like 20 or 21 digitally.
Oh, that's cool. Okay.
I've read those. And I think I have like a random issue in the later 20s and now 33. So. Cool. Check it out.
Okay. And Greg Rucka's I have Greg Rucka's Black Magic number 3. Was out this week. So cool cover and pretty interesting story. This lady is a witch and a detective, and her last name is Black. And she's trying to find out these people who seem to know something about her and are kind of hunting her and trying to uncover what's going on. So it's pretty cool.
Cool.
All right. Marvel. So I have 2 Star Wars books. One's a back issue. Obi-Wan and Anakin number 1. And that's from a few weeks ago, and I don't know what happened. I have all the Star Wars comics on my pull list, and this is one of those that they kind of missed. So I'm looking forward to reading this one. And then I got Star Wars Kanan, the Last Padawan, which is now that's off of there, but it's number 10 this week.
Man. All right, go.
So, all right. Did you have any non-Marvel stuff?
No, I just have normal Marvel superheroes.
I have 6.
Dose.
Okay, I have one number 1.
No.
You didn't get the number 1?
What's number 1? No, I didn't.
Old Man Logan number 1? It was really good. I read it already. It was awesome. It's really cool because it's like, okay, Old Man Logan now in real time, regular time, our universe, whatever, right after post Secret Wars. But it's all kind of, it's half and half, like flashbacks of the world he came from. And then it's this story, basically, to put it simply, he doesn't want the world he came from to happen.
Right.
So he's making sure he takes him out.
Does he just go kill him as fast as?
I mean, it's really good. I'm not going to tell you because it's really good. Well, there's people that he's basically tracking down, and in this first one anyway, he tracked somebody down and killed. He's got a list of people on his arm, which is awesome. And each person...
He's Wolverine. He's not Old Man Logan. He's Wolverine.
He's Wolverine. Yeah. But he's Old Man Logan Wolverine. He's got the claws, the metal claws and everything.
He's back. Yeah, I'm just saying, like Old Man Logan didn't pop the claws. You know what I'm saying?
Well, no, but he's doing it now. Well, he didn't before because that was before his family and everything was killed.
Right.
But then after that, then he did. So now it's kind of like he's remembering back to when he didn't and why he didn't and how he tried to be. But then he's remembering too how hard and dark that world was, and he does not want that to happen.
Right.
And so it's pretty wicked. Anyway, it's really good. So,
oh my gosh, is he going to kill the Hulk?
Put it this way. Banner is on the list.
Nice.
So there's 4 people. There's 4 people on the list. So Banner's number 2. It's pretty cool. Yeah.
Oh.
So, all right. I got issue 3 of Inhumans this week, which is pretty good series so far. So I like this one.
Or is it all new?
This is all new Inhumans. Sorry. Yes. Mm-hmm. All new Inhumans. Very good series so far, though. Been really good. Go ahead. Say one of yours. I know you got both the ones that I got. So
Daredevil number 3.
Yep.
Yay. Yep. So I really like this new Charles Soule take on Daredevil.
Yeah.
Well, after 2 issues anyway.
And Blind Spot. Pretty cool.
Yeah, like I said, it's just it's a darker style of art. It's kind of a darker story. Just feels like a good Daredevil story to me.
Yeah,
I'm a Daredevil fan. So.
Yeah, and I like the new guy. I think the Blind Spot's kind of a cool add-in to the story, but he's not taking over the story, which is cool.
Right, right.
I like that. So, all right. Well,
put him on to a new Warriors team soon or something.
No, maybe. Yeah, get rid of him. Put him over there. He's bound to fail. Just like
Ghost Rider,
Black Hawk or Black Dark Hawk.
The only one who made it off that team is Nova.
I know. Or Speedball, Night Thrasher. Let's just go through the names of all the people that just were miserably lost.
Night Thrasher's the best superhero that can ride a skateboard.
Oh, Night Thrasher showed up in a book.
Yeah, Contest of Champions. Oh,
yeah. I was like, why did you pick him? That's kind of cool, but that seems stupid.
Yeah.
Anyway. So we have the Superman Wonder Woman cover of the month from Marvel this week. And that is the flying, kissing Thor Sam Wilson cover. Whatever. And I thought she was her and Thor were a thing. I don't know. So
Jane Foster and Thor.
So yeah, I don't know. We don't know what's going to happen. Hopefully she'll die soon, and all this will just move on.
But anyway, whatever. I'm just thinking, what if Odin's son sees that? He might flip out a little bit and then flick Falcon and kill him.
Boink! Oh, pluck a feather. Oh no!
Oh, you're a mechanical wing. Right.
He'll wake up. There'll be a bird head in bed next to him.
Right.
I'm gonna send him a message. All right. So you have one of these two books.
Dude, but that's what I did. I dropped all new Avengers. All different Avengers.
Oh, okay.
I'm just gonna stick with them.
Oh, you didn't. I know you didn't get this.
I did. I dropped that too. I got issue 1.
Okay. I think there's only a few though. Isn't there 4 issues or something? I loved the Back to the Future cover though. I thought that was really cool. Back to the Future cover, that's pretty neat. So anyway, I'm pretty sure it's a web series and they're just picking it up in book form now. So you got this one.
Hold on, wait.
No, you got this issue right here.
Oh, it's 2. There's only 3 issues here. What? Extraordinary X-Men number 6?
Extraordinary X-Men number 6. It's got a cool cover. Again. Yeah.
And so we got, I guess that's why I didn't get Old Man Logan, because we got Old Man Logan in here.
Yeah. Archon, Weird World. I love Weird World.
We're going to Weird World.
Yep. Good stuff.
We're moving to school again.
Okay, so we want to talk about an article I wrote today. I don't know if you had a chance to look at it. Marvel's been teasing something new, a new big event.
Oh, yeah.
So we know Assault on Pleasant Hill's coming in the spring here, couple months, the big Avengers event. And that's something to look forward to. It's going to be interesting. But I think this other event is kind of more potentially universe shaking. Possibly. Could just be a gimmick, as they usually are. So a week or so ago, maybe Monday, Marvel teased with a black cover that said "Dead No More."
Right.
Now, first thing I thought was, oh, they're bringing Wolverine back. But then I'm like, well, we have Old Man Logan, and we have X-23, and so do we really need the other Wolverine back?
Yeah, we've already got 2.
Yeah, that's enough, So then I thought, well, it must be something else, maybe some other character. Who knows? I mean, there's a bunch of characters that are dead that they could bring back.
Yeah.
So then today, Marvel released a new image, and that image is of red curtains with Dead No More in the center of a web. So, we're talking Spider-Man. It's a web. It says Dead No More, and there's a web around it. So it's like sitting in a web. So, Spider-Man, right? So we think, oh, okay, well, who died in Spider-Man that could potentially be coming back, and it could really shake up the world?
Maverick.
Yeah. So the rumors out there, everybody's like, oh, we think it's this and think of this. Gwen Stacy, Captain Stacy, Ned Leeds, the original Hobgoblin, all these different people who could come back, and if they did, Uncle Ben, and it would really shake up the Spider-Verse kind of thing, right? But there's only one character that I want to see come back in the Spider-Verse and have an event bring him back.
Let's see.
And it's already been hinted. I think it's already been hinted in the book.
You know who it is?
Dr. Octopus.
No.
I think it's going to be Dr. Octopus.
But I'm still going to be upset if he's like, oh, Dr. Octopus.
I know. Well, we know that his mind was uploaded into the robot at some point, whether as a backup or whatever while he was superior, we don't know for sure. But it shows him clearly in the eyes of the robot at one point, a bunch of little hymns in there with the glasses and everything. So I want to see him come back. I want to see him get a new clone body or whatever and take up where he left off. Sweep Anna Maria Marconi off her feet, run off and start being supervillains together. That would be awesome. I think that would be really cool. So I thought, okay, that's great. Super Spider-Man, this whole Spider-Man thing could be really cool. Well, then there is another thing that released today.
Right.
And that is, go ahead.
What if Kane comes back too?
Well, and that's the other thing. It could be the clones, all that stuff with the clones, or Kraven. Kraven the Hunter, isn't he dead?
That's what I was thinking about. Kraven's dead. Yeah, he killed himself.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's possible. There's a lot of things, I think, that could happen. So there was also another teaser today, and that was the Free Comic Book Day cover of Steve Rogers' Captain America, Dead No More. So it's not just a Spider-Man book. It's going to cross over several books. And basically the way Marvel is kind of couching all this is saying that if whoever returned, how would this person deal with that? So maybe the Watcher will come back.
Yes, that would be great.
Maybe Richard Rider. You never know. Maybe who knows? Maybe people will come back who we forgot were dead and be like, "Oh, he was dead. Well, that's awesome."
Right.
So we'll see what happens. It's definitely an event to be looked at, and it's just like with Original Sin, just like with Secret Wars. We get the teasers now. It's the summer event. It's something to look forward to. So that's it for this week. Things to think about. Put in your comments, please. Like, share, subscribe. Leave us some comments. Let us know what you think about Dead No More. What do you expect? What do you think about Assault on Pleasant Hill? Is it going to be a waste of time like Avengers versus X-Men?
Well, so this summer we're going for round 2 of events.
Yep.
Just like last summer.
We'll have Pleasant Hill for a little, a couple of months there. Pleasant Hill will run, and then probably March, April, May, or April, May, June, and then July will kick off with June and July will kick off the new big event. So something to look forward to.
We get Civil War 2.
Oh, right. Yeah, so I don't know how that's gonna play into all this either.
Mm-hmm.
So. All right. Well, that's it for books this week. Lots of stuff, lots of things to think about. Batman and Superman movie coming soon. Batman versus Superman, and then of course the big one coming in 2 weeks, Deadpool. And if you're into that kind of stuff, weekend after next is the Super Bowl. So there's that going on. Carolina versus Broncos.
Yep.
That'll be an interesting game. So, all right. Please like, share, subscribe, leave us comments. Let us know what you think. We did have, I believe, one winner last week from one of our videos. So we'll be shipping some comics out to them. I'll be leaving a comment to them to let them know they won. And we'll do another giveaway maybe next week.
Cool. Sounds good.
Okay. Thanks, everybody.
Yep. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.